Hello and welcome to another video. I have talked about 3D mapping quite a bit before in previous videos, and I think it is time that I actually introduce you to it properly. I won't do any mapping in this video, I will do it in the next one. I just want to give you a bit of an idea of what it can look like. I'm using, to demonstrate what I'm doing, or what I have been doing, I'm using the website demo.f4map.com. And there are other ways to get your 3D mapping rendered. I have tried OSM Buildings before, osmbuildings.org, but they've stopped rendering stuff that is being mapped recently. So if you go back, if you have mapped or if you're looking at stuff that has been mapped until about 2 years ago, you will still see that. For example, in Kilkenny or in Clonmel, and obviously Europe. But all the things I've done recently haven't shown up. And they have their reasons, and I understand them. What I've also used is OSM2 World, which is the program that you have to download to your computer, but I won't go into that because it's fairly difficult to load the data. I'm fairly sure I'm doing it wrong because it's way too complicated. And also it doesn't work anymore for me, at least not the Killinall file, so I'm not going to use it. So I'm sticking to demo.f4map.com. And I'll just zoom in on Killinall. So I've been doing a few roof shapes and building heights and so on. I've used Street Complete for that and also the regular mapping. I'll just show you a bit. I'm pretty happy about the church, St. Mary's Church. The roof is crooked, and I think that happens when you map roofs in relation. So it's not my fault. It kind of is. But so the roof isn't actually crooked like this in real life. But I'm pretty pleased with all the buttresses and so on. I've also put a bit of effort into the Heritage Centre there. Not too much. And you see the roof is crooked just the same because it is part of a relation. And I've put some colour into the buildings. And it's not lifelike, but
it's only a model.
But you know, it's nice. And it's great fun, and it's kind of addictive as well. I think it's a bit like building a model village without sniffing the glue, but it's still fun. So this is Killinall, and you see in F4map they do render power poles. So this is a power pole and this is a power pole here, and they do render streetlights, and they always look like this. And you can change the height if you have the height of the power poles and the streetlights. You can add that, and it will render them differently. I presume. I haven't ever done that because don't know how to measure the height of streetlights. So this is Killinall, and I'll show you what I've done in Kilkenny about 2 years ago. So I've focused mainly on the churches. So we have St. Mary's Cathedral here, if you've ever seen it. It kind of looks like that. And then the Black Abbey, there are a few parts of the building missing, but it's okay. And I tried Roth House and Roth House Garden because that's where I work, so that's pretty well mapped. So I have all the trees, and you see those trees here are a bit lower. That's because I estimated their height, and it's rendered them at that height. And with these ones, some of those I haven't bothered. Some of them I have. It only shows either needle trees or broadleaf trees, deciduous trees. I think there seems to be one that looks a bit different. Don't know what that is. I have put the genus and the species on all these trees here, but they're just not rendered in such detail. What also is rendered, if you tag something as land use construction, you'll get a little crane on it that moves around. That's nice. And then you get reflections in the river. So we have the River Nore here, and you get some of the reflections. And I'll talk about some more features in the next video. For artwork, it always renders them as this lady here. And again, you can work on the height. I have that. Where's the Black Abbey gone? Roth House, Black Abbey. They're gone entirely now. No, here. There are statues of saints. One is Saint Dominic, I think that's the one here. And then the other one is... can't remember. And I've put an estimated height, and so they're much smaller than the ones you saw before. They're all artwork that I have added to the map ages ago. None of the... where are they? Oh, they are actually. So there's one of those cats. I did a video about that, I think. If I did, I'll link it above. One of those cats from the cat trail. So obviously that's not a cat, that's the armless lady. But it's there where it's supposed to be. I think if there's another outdoor location, yeah, there should be in the castle park. Yeah, so there's one here. So that's where the cats are. Because I mapped them all. They just don't look like cats. They just have this generic art look. And you see there's St. John's Church and St. John's Priory. So I've tried those. And there's the artwork around the Butler Gallery, which is not that height in real life. But it gives you a bit of an idea. And in the next video, I'm going to show you another part of the Derrynaflan Trail. And we'll leave Killinall. Finally, I think it's gotten enough coverage now, and I've certainly put it on the map, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Slán!